And welcome back to Fable 3. Oh, well, we are... that reminds me. Boot up the quest list somewhere. Excuse me. Yeah. About to be king. Won't be very long before that happens. You can see I'm now locked into doing this anyway. But hopefully, fingers crossed, once I go back to the dream place, I can get the melee and ranged upgrades. And I've also downloaded the Traitor's Keep DLC, since it is free. I will do that obviously after I beat the game, because that's the only place you can do it. Well, the only time you can do it. Oh, stream code. You haven't worked for like 3 months. Yep. You haven't worked for like 3 months now all of a sudden.
If you find we're out of stock on anything, try again a few days later.
Fill up your belly with our foodstuffs.
Num num pies.
No, we're not the cheapest, but that's because we carry the best.
Is it true what they say about adventurers' hands? You know, the bigger their hands, the bigger the sword they carry? Oh, hi.
Yes. Also, in before I can just fast travel to where I'm supposed to be going. I don't need... don't need that. No. And I have no idea where I am. But I'm here, nonetheless. Oh, isn't that the bridge?
Better be careful, this one looks as strong as an ox. Two
Oh.
oxes, in fact.
Don't stand up for it! Give us what you can get me!
Oh, blocked in true mercenary style.
Could you fuck off and fight me like a man?
Watch out for the mangy curve. Go for you when you're defenseless.
This is already boring me.
Well, I can't fight him because he's stuck on a fucking rock.
Hit him back! Get up, him, you
Put up the fire. Keep your heads down, boys.
Like that. This is your last chance. Give up now.
Where are you? I quite frankly don't care about the treasure dog.
Sometimes I just want someone to talk to. And sometimes I want someone to kick in the crotch.
Okay. Yeah, I've got to be all the way over there.
You remind me of an old friend. He was a twit, just like you.
Really? Reaver.
You're not wearing the costume. There's no need to be embarrassed, you know. Come on, put it on. I won't look.
Ah, hello.
Evening, Jasper.
That suit should allow you to blend in anywhere. So long as anywhere is a fancy masquerade ball attended by high-ranking members of society. Wear it in any other environment, you'd probably be slightly conspicuous.
Just a bit.
That really does suit you. Brings out the color in your eyes.
I'm not fucking you. I've already got a wife. Well, I'm going to. Now all I need to do is shoot Stephen Fry in the face. All I need to do.
Late, aren't you? You've missed half the rituals and all the drinking. All we've got left is fizzy pop.
We apologize.
Oh, yeah? Well, just give me the password and we'll forget all about it, all right?
The password?
No, I'm just pulling your leg. Come on in. Master Reeve will be happy to have a few more conscious...
No, I found Jonathan Ross.
...ceremony. I wasn't kidding about the fizzy pop, though. These lightweights drank the lot. There's probably some cooking sherry left in the kitchen.
Probably.
You're desperate. Nah, don't blame you. Never touch the stuff myself, well, except in the mornings. I can sort you out a nice orgy later on, should the mood take you. What do you say?
Just keep walking, you strange little man.
Of course, you'll have to pardon me, miss. I do have a
Every
habit of
fucking
spouting
time I
the
want
odd
to sneeze.
vulgarity.
Never.
Master Reaver has often brought out his whip to rectify that very flaw in my character. It's just this way. Oh, you'll have such fun. Not drinks and orgies fun, you know, but it'll be a real laugh, I'm sure. Now, there are some ground rules. Master Reaver insists that nobody carries weapons into the ballroom. There have been some accidents.
I'm afraid I need to keep mine. I'm here to find some friends.
Oh, you're the brave, noble rebels. Why didn't you say so? I'm an oppressed proletarian myself, you know. We're practically comrades. If you just go through these doors, you can sneak past the party and rescue your fellow revolutionaries.
Thank you, Jonathan Ross. I appreciate it.
There's one of my men.
And this is a trap.
Kid, are you all right?
Get out, now!
Where are the others?
All dead. Reaver knew you'd come. He's been waiting for you.
What?
I'll get him out.
My! More busy little bees here to steal Reaver's honey. So industrious, so committed, so bloody annoying. When will you people learn to enjoy life?
I'll enjoy killing you. Does that count?
Oh, you're just full of spunk, aren't you? A true heroine. You must be lightning under the bedsheets. And now, as promised, the evening's pièce de la résistance. Another piece of the resistance. Voila.
Useless.
Do try to put on a good show for my guests, won't you?
Show. You expect us to entertain you.
But of course. It's just a game, my little sweet.
Come down here and fight me like a man, Reaver.
Wheel of misfortune. It's rather simple. I spin, you die, we watch. Really, it's a riot. One
Hobbs.
no less than the most unsightly, most obnoxious creatures ever to contaminate this world. Super.
I wonder if you have to do them all. Or if there's like a random chance thing to this, or if it's all rigged. If it's rigged, then whatever.
You will laugh, you will cry, you will have your sinews gnawed upon. Bring out the hobs!
That hob's gonna be stiff in the morning. Well, stiffer than usual.
Just me or squishy when you hit them.
That hob is dead, ladies and gentlemen. He is deceased. He is no more. He has shuffled off this mortal coil. Hey, why don't you pick on some of your own size? You can say what you like about hobs, but you can't dispute their dress sense. So bold, so original, so fashion-forward.
Screw you, Jonathan Ross.
These ugly things are tougher than they look.
Dear me! I hope there are no miners in the audience. A good hit for the valiant rebel there!
Alright.
Than they look.
Did you get the fuck out of my way?
Oh, that hob doesn't know what day it is. Then again, it probably never did.
Fuck you.
Poor thing. If anyone would like to donate to my new hob charity, I'll arrange a funeral for the little mite. Or we can just flush him.
I wounded one.
No good for you.
But I find the hob rather sexy. I like a big mouth. In fact, I require a big mouth. That hob is getting a little bit frustrated now.
One almost feels sorry for those repugnant beasts. Then one shrugs and waits for the next piece of carnage.
Reaver's worse than I thought. What kind of mind dreams up something like this?
An insane one.
Like the tales of my greatest conquests, the wheel simply demands to be spun.
What delicious fate will it deliver this time? Ah, it's just not a real party without the elegant shuffles of these gentlemen. So
This won't be on.
and yet so hollow.
Come on. The sooner we make our way through this sick game, the sooner we'll get out of this.
Let the tearing of limbs commence. Chop, chop.
Ah, the satisfying sound of a corpse being thoroughly thrashed. Don't you love it? He's gone down like a sack of spuds. Undead spuds. We've been advised not to call them zombies. The Hollow Man Anti-Defamation League is getting stronger all the time.
I don't exactly think the undead have lawyers.
Down in the prime of death. What a wonderful spectacle this is turning out to be, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to tell your grandchildren you were here. That corpse is taking one hell of a beating. It may have been struck, but it will never stop. Unless, of course, it's struck a few more times and falls over.
How can these things...
It's a Hollow Man massacre! If he wasn't dead before, oh, he must be now. Do dead men feel pain? You might want to ask that fella.
I'm not used to fighting the dead.
No, God. I'm going to use a slow time potion here.
I might need a bit of help here.
Not a bad strike for someone afflicted with such rampant rigor mortis.
I haven't used my sword this much in all my life.
What a heartbreaking performance. The poetry of life and death was unmistakable, and you had to spoil it all by not dying.
Yeah, I'm going to assume, yeah, this
Read
is the
about Hollow Men
masquerade.
before, but I'm not sure I ever believed in them. This better end soon.
Oh yeah, no, Hollow Men are a thing. They've been a thing for years. Many years.
Oh, we'll let your exquisite circumference regale us with violent thrills. Ah, yes! I paid these bloodthirsty mercenaries out of my own pocket. With gold I took from the people, but still, they'd better not disappoint.
Mercenaries. Finally. Something I know how to request.
Really? I mean, Hollow Men are just dead men.
Their literacy may be lacking, but they do have a way with swords. Away we go!
Don't stand for it. You get me.
Yeah, the summon potion isn't really going to do anything.
Short and brutish one. It was his first day as well. Oh, he should have blocked that, but he didn't. You're rubbish.
Bloody Balverings! Did you see that?
Oh, me leaping onto that man's head.
Well, at least he isn't suffering anymore. Come on, honestly. Today's mercenaries are just in it for the money. That's it. We want blood.
Keep it up.
Fight back, you wimps.
Look at the money bags on this one. We're gonna be rich.
Don't think you'll be able to walk straight for a week after that hit.
Just try to knock me.
That's all.
It's all right, folks. We'll send his payment to his widow, won't we, Reaver?
The hell was that laugh?
Oh dear, give me a moment. It feels like a death in the family. Okay, next one. Well, that's one way to earn your wages.
We'll be lucky to get out of here alive.
That's fine, you can keep attacking him. Really?
With more grace this time, if you will. This is not a common slaughterhouse. As it happens, I was bending the truth about having paid them. It was strictly a no-kill, no-deal arrangement, so you've saved me a small fortune. Bravo!
No problem.
I've seen terrible things in my time.
Oh, you have no idea.
Enough games, Reaver!
Oh, but they're such fun, and my guests do so enjoy fun. Time for another spin. Oh, now this is a very special round. Wait till you see what treasures I have in store for you next.
What now? We can't keep fighting.
How many are
forever.
there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is number 4.
I met these delightful creatures in a rather inhospitable land, far from the turgid green of Albion. I do love to bring two cultures together and see which one dies first.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Sand Furies!
To be honest, I read that as Sand Fury. No idea why.
You really have to concentrate and... I'm gonna kill Reaver if I survive this first.
She could not pirouette away in time. How tragic.
I'm getting enough target practice to last me a lifetime.
Thanks.
Oh no, they've killed one. Oh, such a shame. Back to the sands with her. You have to admit, those are impressive reflexes. Don't be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen. I think she's all right, and I think she's a she. It's so hard to tell.
What do you mean you think she's a she? They have tits, do they not?
Oh, that's a real shame.
Oh my fucking god, can I just kill you?
Another tremendous blow from our desert friends. It should be a crime to kill such a graceful creature. Somebody please arrest that rebel. Oh, so much senseless death. And if you're having trouble coping, buy a copy of my book, 101 Jokes for the Recently Bereaved.
I encountered these lithe little fighters on the edge of a desert. They weren't easy to box up, I don't mind telling you.
Oh, the Sand Fury couldn't get out of the way in time.
I'll slice your head up if I have to.
Well, considering you're doing a very terrible job at killing me.
It could have cartwheeled out of the way, don't you agree?
Bitch, get the fuck out of my way.
You're just making them more angry, you know. A fine block, if you like that sort of thing.
Wasn't that utterly enthralling? Of course, you should be ashamed of yourselves, treating foreign visitors in such an unsociable manner. Oh, well.
I've really had enough of this.
Well, I'm glad I left this mission
Holier
today.
than thou idealists, always
30
thinking
minutes.
in the simplest, most binary of ways. But I quite agree. This game grows tiresome,
Well, there we go.
and my guests, they grow restless.
No need to get restless, sweetheart. Barry Hatch is here to take care of you. Fancy a quick jig? You're a rough one, ain't ya? But I like that in a woman. You're just... What? Wait, hey, Reaver! Help! No!
Do you brutes have any idea how hard it is to find good staff? Still, one might as well enjoy the show. What's the use of a
Oh, Rick Jonathan Ross.
society without a little secret, after all?
Can't be happening.
I hope you're finding them amusing to...
Wolverines.
I don't want you to get bored.
Oh, get fucked.
You do handle yourself rather well. My suspicions about your true nature would seem to be correct.
Nice.
You know, I do believe that you might survive this after all. How wonderfully unexpected. Such magnificent beasts. The strength, the power, the cute snouts.
I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
Oh.
How does it feel to be torn apart by bourgeois balverines, It's a shame about their clothes, don't you think? Couldn't they simply have undressed before transforming into monsters? It's common sense. Rip them to shreds! But remember, this makes us even.
This is the last party I take you to.
Well, I must say you've made me out to be a somewhat poor host. Rather rude of you to dispose of all my guests.
Now it's your turn, Reaver.
Go Oh, my dear girl, why not stop all this bickering? The three of us could go up to my quarters and have a private party.
Do you have any idea who this is? It's Logan's brother, the Prince.
The King's brother, a bona fide hero.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't dream of coming between siblings. Well, that's not strictly true. There was that time. Anyway, best of luck with this whole revolution lark.
come back!
Perhaps we'll meet again one day. Tatty bye.
Bloody coward.
Would someone mind getting us out of here now?
What do you mean us? There's only you. Well, I guess that's Reaver dealt with. Hopefully we see him again. The easiest punishment to give this man is to lock him away. Or promise doing his Live Forever quest and you throw the thing down a pit somewhere.
The Bowerstone Resistance will follow you without question. So long as you promise to change things when you take the throne. Poverty, children forced to work, people living in fear. You have to make it stop.
Well, I don't exactly have a choice.
I promise.
We should get back. We've got a revolution to plan.
Oh, almost 250. And this is the last lot of upgrades, I think. Or, from what I can gather, these will probably be the last lot of upgrades. If there's more beyond after you become a prince, then I've got a long ways to go. But for the most part, this might be the last lot of upgrades.
You have the support of Bowerstone and its underground resistance, but you still have much to do before you can take Albion's throne.
Oh no, there are chests over there. Scary expression pack. Go on then. $100. Oh, 80. Oh, there's bloody Walt. Yeah, no, there's probably going to be one last lot of upgrades past that door. Which, if these are 80, the next ones will be 100. Well, I mean, that does look just like a magic thing. But no, there might be some in there, is my thinking. Because level 4 would be a strange number to leave upgrades on. 5 would be a nice round number. Oh, fingers crossed.
What's going on?
All citizens gather at the castle for the king's message. The speech will commence shortly.
This is never good.
You should find out what it's about. I'd come with you, but there's a reason we stay underground. We'll see you at the base when it's over, all right?
Only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more missions.
As you can see, your promise to Paige is now on the wall.
And I have one more promise to make. Are there any quests? There are. And I can't remember what the quest is to marry your friend, but I believe you have to wait 3 days. So whilst I do all these, the quest will probably pop up. I'll do it now. For the most part, I'd assume I'm getting close to the end of any side quests I have.
You have triumphed in many battles. I wonder, have any of those victories had any significance? Countless brigands, chiefs and generals have made war before you, slaughtering their fellows until the ground became sodden and crimson. Yet despite all this bloodshed, there is no end to conflict. All the questions they fought to settle remain open. War is self-sustaining. War will never end.
Nope.
Because there will always be those willing to wage it.
Yep.
Unless you kill them. And that will require a massive weapon of supreme, devastating power. Have you got anything like that? Come on now, give us a look. Ooh, oof. Oh, I can see that weapon has done some killing. Yes, I'm sure you once laid it down on a table and it accidentally squashed a biscuit beetle.
Oh, wait, fuck you. Right. I have money, so I will see how much these are worth. Oh, 7 grand. Oops. 6 grand. Oh, but general goods. Oh, crate tea. Yeah, but you don't have any rings. How much is repair? 511. Wait, rent is 111. It goes up to 112. Also, no, this is blacksmithing, is it not? Yeah.
Oh, hello there. I've been waiting for someone like you to... You will? Thank you so much. It really is most kind of you to look after me like this.
Also ignore my outfit.
I hope you know how to deal with hollow men. There's a good chance we'll run into a few. Oh my! Look out!
piss off.
He was a good man, my husband. Handsome lad, my husband was. Very dashing in his uniform. I shall never love again, not like I loved him.
Hey, how you doing?
Why did he have to be a soldier? Hollow men!
Oh, I'm gonna leave it at pain. No, don't kick, you stupid fuck. Probably one more.
It's been a while now since he was killed, but I still miss him. Every day. Never marry a soldier. That's what they say. Awful.
How about a prince?
You at home worrying if they'll ever come back. Watch out! There are more hollow men!
Yeah, thanks game. I really appreciate that one. Fuck off. Get me out of that goddamn shitting corner. I mean, at least dying this is not a problem, it seems. Which I guess makes this game way too easy. But hey ho, whatever.
Thank you for your kindness in bringing me here. I just need.
Oh, hey, one of a kind. How are you?
You can go now. Thank you again.
Good morning. You're okay? As long as it's better than shite, I suppose. Where do I want to go?
Welcome to the sanctuary. You can dress as a prince, but no one pulls it off quite as you do. Well, that's not the way most people would go. I applaud you.
Oh, jeez.
Any other business to attend?
What am I doing? One ring to find. Is there anything to get me closer to the 200 upgrade mark, which I suspect I'll need. If not, I can use all that money, well, those upgrades to go back and buy all the, or buy the last two, work upgrades.
I can't believe
And then
it.
buy magic.
I just can't believe it. Last Saturday should have been the greatest day of my life. I took my fiancée, Sonia, to the most romantic place I could think of. And I pulled out the ring I'd spent my life savings on. Brilliant! I'm saved! Now, in the interest of full disclosure, the sewers are said to be quite dangerous. Which is why I'm not down there myself.
Thanks, man. Always a hero. My total treasure value 32k. Actually not that bad. Right, Mr. Hob, go away.
Why don't you try avoiding his attack? It's over.
You're not gonna friend on this Fable quest? Oh, nice. How far are you in? Of course, I can't climb that. Mention. He hasn't left Bright Wolf from Morningwood. Oh, really?
Good hit. Aim for the
Come here, because I kind of can't dig unless you're here. Right, if you could, there we go. Oh, go ahead. Screw you. Thanks. Why did you not flourish? Then I might go back to the thingy place where I've just bought a house. Kick the tenants out. Sleep for a week probably, and then probably get the quest to marry what's her name.
You got it! I never thought in a million years you'd find it. That was truly divine intervention. It really was. Although, that would mean that my dropping it in the first place was divine intervention too, right? I can't credit only the good stuff. And that would mean it was divine intervention that gave me an ulcer, and almost cost me the woman I love, and kept me from getting any sleep this week. In a universe that's at best apathetic and at worst actively sadistic, what possible point can there be in getting married? I hope I kept the receipt for this.
Oh, you found the lost ring for James, not so much for Sonia. Probably would have been better off had she never seen it at all. Yep. But that's none of my problem.
Well.
Oh. I don't mind doing a panty raid. I mean, male's underwear raid, but whatever. Okay, dang. Or what raid? A panty raid.
Reva rules! Reva rocks! Oh, I love Reva's smelly socks. I just love Reva. I adore him. He's just so great. So, ooh, you know, just so scrummy and hot.
Sounds like it's against the law.
Collection.
Not really. At least not that I'm aware of.
A hat, a pair of trousers.
I've never done it myself, granted, but...
Though it is a bit bloodstained. Anyway, I've got loads of Reva stuff, except one thing. One special thing. His underpants. I know, it sounds weird, but I really want a pair of his undies. And they can't be too fresh either. Best place to look is in his old mansion, where he used to live. Apparently, there was a secret room or something, off his bedroom. His pleasure chamber, apparently. Might have left a pair there. I tried getting in there once myself, but I'm not allowed to go within 100 yards of that mansion ever since... Well, I can't go there anyway.
Oh. Won't be too keen on his undies when she sees the skid marks. I think she'd want that. I think that's her... the entire point of this. How much is this house? Oh really, only 3 grand. Wait, so the quest is active, but it doesn't even tell me that I'm supposed to go there. This is where I need to go. Can you imagine a time period like that skid marks were a common thing? Not necessarily. Reva is a very wealthy man. I would say not. Or was until I fucking kicked him out.
Oh, I love killing
Yeah. That was a pretty common thing. But why not?
I've never been shot before. What's it feel?
You hear the Avengers doing shit. I fucking told you that. No one ever listens to me, do they? All of my years of experience of playing one of everything. Wedding ring, thank God. I found one of them. But after all my years of playing a crap ton of shit and good, no one ever listens to me when I say, yeah, this is not going to be any good. My biggest complaint? Too linear. Way too fucking linear. And its combat suffers for it, because it's not... I mean, expressive is the wrong term, but it's not skill-based, or there's nothing you can do about it. It's just basically press 2 buttons and you win. Reviewing this actually complaint issues. What issues? You tell me what issues it has, and then I'll understand and go, oh. But no, like from just looking at the trailers and the gameplay stuff, my actual complaints are gameplay-wise. If there's other new stuff that people are now finding out because they're playing it, I would like to know. But yeah, it's just like I say, for me, just watching the damn trailer, I already knew it was too bleh for me. Let's do the frame rate, slow movement, and character view for combat. Oh. Well, frame rate, personally, if it's 30 and above, but not 60, I don't care. That's not an issue. If it dips into single digits, that's obviously a problem. And in terms of slow movement and character view, if you're talking about the camera being too close, I mean, I guess that could be true for the Hulk, just because he's so big. I could maybe understand that. It has a lot of random drops. Yeah, and this is the weird thing, is it's from my understanding, it's a linear... Let me just say linear game, because it does have co-op and stuff, but it's a very, very, very linear game where it's very on rails and you have some combat every now and then. Like, that's basically what it is, so I don't know how that game is not optimized, you know? Like I would completely understand a big, giant open world, you know, random encounters, you know, all those kind of things. I would understand that for optimization. But a linear game where everything is fairly cinematic and everything happens exactly as the developers intend, that's where you confuse me as to how the optimization isn't any good. That's the strange thing, because like I say, it's like when you watch the Golden Gate Bridge thing. Everything happens in a cinematic and linear fashion. If that's all that game is, you really should not have frame rate issues. Like, if it's still early access and say the game wasn't coming out for 2 years, but this was like a slice of the game that they wanted to make to put it out now, then I would give benefit of the doubt for frame rate issues. But it's not. It's coming out next month, and they're calling this a beta. Yeah, fucking looks like it at this rate, doesn't it? It's a shame. Check. When you're in combat, the camera won't zoom out like Arkham Knight to give you a better view of incoming attacks. Yes, exactly. That's the thing with that kind of stuff, is when you have other games that you can compare it to, i.e. Batman Arkham, because let's be honest, Batman Arkham is like the go-to. If you're making this kind of game, please, for the love of God, look at the Arkham games, because they do things in them that they've got better with. They do things in those games that just make them just almost perfect. I mean, there are some problems and shit, but you know, again, like you mentioned, obviously you get into combat, camera wide zooms, so you have as much field of view as possible. You know, like you probably, like if you still have like 30 enemies crowding you, you probably still might not see what's going on, depending on your skill level, but you can still see things happen, and that's the important thing. But yeah, it's a shame that they haven't done that. Hopefully they patch it in, I suppose. Oh, condom. 2 condoms. 3 condoms. Let's travel out of here.
Ah, hello.
She's not even on this shitting list, is she? Oh no, she is. Bowstone Market. But yeah, I mean, if there's any... Actually, is the beta, like, free to play? Or is it still a pre-order only thing? And I would assume it's available today. But yeah, if it's available for this weekend, and it's free for everyone, I will definitely download it and check it out. I mean, I'm still going to get the game next month regardless, but... Doesn't been received off the console community either. There seems to be a lot of exclusivity and bullshit restrictions. Oh, you mean like, do you have a mobile phone with Virgin Media? You can get an exclusive skin for Captain America. Look, it's Virgin. Oh, you're with Verizon? How about this Verizon exclusive? Like, why? Why? Like, when you have... Like, don't get me wrong. I give them the benefit of the doubt for having Spider-Man as an exclusive for PS4. I get that. It's Sony. Whatever. You know, you have more of an incentive to get it on PS4 rather than, say, PC or Xbox. But, for the most part, it's just a character. Doesn't matter. You will play the same game anyway. But my issue where you have to start worrying is, A, when reviews and stuff like this of the game come out where people go... No, and B, in that same vein, when you also have these bullshit exclusives with these big companies for skins, that's when you have to worry about it not being a game and it more being a service. That's a problem. It's in closed beta now and it's open beta for all consoles on the 20th. Okay, so in a week then. I mean, like I say, I'll still check it out. I will. But... yeah. I mean, it is a shame. Like I say, I don't expect I don't wish for any game to release terrible, but what do I want to do? I want to go back to Morningwood, right? Because I own 2 places? Yes. Own that and that. Maybe I'll check it out next week, but yeah. It's a shame, really. But oh well. Fingers crossed then, I suppose. Well then obviously, like I suppose, hopefully the game that
house you own is a fantastic way to make money. Real estate is always in demand.
it was PlayStation closed beta last week, tomorrow's Xbox open beta, and PC closed next week. It's open everything. August 23rd through 21st through 23rd. Preload is on 20th. Why is the preload on the 20th? Because the game comes out on the 4th. You don't spend the 21st to the 23rd installing the game. No, but it comes out on the 4th of next month. Yeah, it comes out on the 4th. I know if you get the Ultimate Edition or whatever, you can play the game like 3 days early. But even then, that's still like 10 days installing the game before it comes out. That is. Unless you mean preload for the open beta. Okay, preload for the beta, yeah, no, because I was gonna fucking say.
Ah, hello.
Okay. Oh, oh, there it is. This is the quest that I want. To marry Elise.
Darling, I'm so glad you've come. I spoke to Laszlo. He said he understood, which made it even harder. I wish he'd called me awful names and thrown me out.
Always simpler that way. But he doesn't seem the sort.
He's a good man, and I'll always love him. But not like I love you. So, what are we waiting for? If we're to spend the rest of our lives together, let's start right now.
Is there something that I want to ask you? Yeah, do you have, like... I'm gonna run away.
There's the love of my life. I get this look sometimes.
Hey!
Oh!
I'll do it again and she will be madly in love with me. Oh, we're kissing. Stop being mad dog. I'm not gonna kiss you.
I love you.
Oh,
Marry me.
darling, you're too wonderful. Oh, darling, of course I will. And just think, one day our children will ask, Mum, how did Daddy propose to you? And I'll say, right in the center of Bowerstone Industrial. It was terribly romantic.
Choose a home for your family or buy a new one for them.
Teeny weeny problem. Don't need a family home. I'm about to nick the cask. Is there a house that I can buy in the market? And this is where you enter. Your prince married, and she gave him 12 STDs. Oh, well. The old townhouse, I mean, that's a little out of the way. I mean, that's quite nice, you know, it's in the centre of town, it's just off to the side. I mean, these houses aren't bad. Because they're as soon as you enter, but no, I want the town centre house. which is 5 grand.
Choose where you would like to have your wedding ceremony. Oh, this is exciting.
Oh. So does it cost 6 grand to have a canal wedding? Or a sea anal wedding?
I'm so happy.
Or is it telling me I get 5 grand? If it costs me 5 grand, you can put me in debt, I can work it out easily. I don't exactly have the money for it. Same thing with your princess, she married he gave her several STDs. Wow. These people. I'm glad I've got condoms.
The king has an important announcement to make.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Remember when we used to sneak up to your room in the castle? Fancy reliving those memories.
You never had sex with him without a condom. Well, thank you for telling me.
Smooth one, weren't you?
Oh, I can divorce. Let's get married. Right, no, give me that ring back. Fuck you. Go on then, let's have sexual intercourse.
You have just read my mind. That's just the sort of thing I like.
Oh, I got a present.
Nothing feels better than having your hand in mine.
Maybe something else can be in you. Think. So, just for the record. Oh, I have no. No, don't go this way. Because I have no idea where my house is. I don't want to go this way. Like, imagine saying, do you want to... And they go, oh yes, and you immediately take them to the castle. Fuck. Hopefully I can go back.
Slice you open like a melon, you bloody traitor!
Please don't.
Traitors walk amongst
Crap.
us. Traitors plot to
Okay, never
end
mind.
us. Traitors would have you believe their cause is noble. They wear many masks. They may look like your friends. They may even look like your most loyal servants. This is the face of a traitor.
Swift.
Major Swift, a respected member of the army and sworn servant of the kingdom, has plotted against us all.
Okay, Michael Fassbender.
Attempting to turn loyal soldiers against us, and is thus charged with espionage, treason, and conspiracy. Yet there are still others darkening our land with their betrayal. We shall hunt these traitors down, wherever they may be, and they shall suffer the same fate as Major Swift, the fate of all enemies of the crown.
He has to be stopped. No matter what it takes, he has to be... Come on, we need to tell the others.
Okay, Simon Pegg. Also, wasn't Swift just meant to go to the castle just to see the routes and stuff of the guards? Instead, he decides to go, hey, you want to join the rebellion? Idiot. Okay, now can we have sex?
Sneak up to your room in the castle. I could do this forever.
I don't have any furniture though.
What's the hurry?
No, I wanted the sex. Damn it.
Remember when we used to sneak up to your room in the castle? Fancy reliving those memories. I could do this forever.
There we go.
Remember when we used to sneak up to your room in the castle? Fancy reliving those memories. Oh, yes.
What's with the music?
Yes. I never want it to end.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh.
No comment.
Darling, that's great. I bet you say that to all the girls, but I hope not.
Is there a person in this town who can buy furniture off? We've got wood. I bet you fucking do.
That's
Filthy
nice.
bastard.
And wouldn't you know it, I like sweet.
It's this way. How the fuck? Have I duplicated my wife? How the fuck? Oh. Whatever. I somehow go charging out of the house just to go buy furniture and she's somehow already on the bridge.
Where did you get those gloves?
Decorative. Oh, I don't even have the fucking money. I'll play a couple of rounds of looting. No. I'll be able to earn quite a bit of money from doing this pretty quickly. Easiest way to earn money. I'm already at 20 grand. I think 30 grand will be more than enough, don't you? I'm probably gonna have to make 2 trips. One there to buy one of everything. And then another to buy any excess. Or not. I keep forgetting you can only buy one of everything in this, which is kind of annoying.
Redecorating your home is a fantastic way to increase its value or keep your spouse happy, and often both. Very well. There. Definitely an improvement, wouldn't you say? I know I would. In fact, I believe at this point that I have.
Why does a bookcase have skulls in it?
I applaud your choices.
Oh, there's a bed downstairs, that's why. divorce, nice. There you go, she can have 30 gold a day.
Welcome.
Even though, like I say, we won't be needing it for very long. Kinda hate the traveling though. Like I've already... Fable 1 you can relatively travel to most places pretty quickly because there are Cullis gates. Pretty much exactly where you need them. Fable 2 then says, fuck it, you can go wherever the bloody hell you want, as long as you've discovered it, you can go there. This game then goes, nope. Like, why add in the ability to go anywhere and everywhere and then remove it in the sequel? Like, the sewers, which is the base of the resistance, should be its own fast travel point. Instead of making me run all the way through the bloody town to come down here just to have one conversation to leave.
Ben told us what happened. Swift was a good friend. He died like a true soldier.
A true soldier? Let's not pretend there was anything noble about the way he died. He was tortured, humiliated, and murdered.
And he didn't give Logan anything, or we'd be dead now. I called that noble.
It was just a matter of time before Logan did this. Before he decided to hunt us down. We have to fight back.
We're still not ready, though. We need more allies, and thanks to Swift's efforts, we know exactly where to look.
Before he was executed, the Major managed to send us a message.
A soldier still loyal to the old guard brought it to me, at great risk to his life.
What does it say? Well, this is Swifty we're talking about, so it's rather straightforward. You will find allies in Aurora.
I still don't understand how anyone there could help us. Aurora is a dead land. There's nothing there.
Or at least, that's what we've been told. It's still the only lead we have, anyway.
Can we get on with the plan? I have an overwhelming urge to shoot someone.
First thing, we'll need a ship. You and Ben will get hold of one, while Paige and I make sure the rest of the fleet doesn't follow.
You'll need to go via the back alleys, and they'll be crawling with soldiers.
Not a problem. I'll know my way around the place. I'll meet you at the back of the sewers. We're gonna show Logan just what traitors can do.
Go on. My men are putting together the materials we'll need. It should be quite a display.
Aurora is a distant place. It could be a while before we return. If there's things you need to do, now's the time.
Well, I'm already married, so I don't care.
You know, Swift taught me almost everything I know about being a soldier. Let's show these bastards how it's done. We need to get to the far end of the dock, so probably best not to shoot until we have to. Come on. Leave the talking to me. I have an idea.
How do you know?
Stop. Only Royal Guard allowed.
Oh, I know, but can I just say, wow, you look so stylish, you know, with the helmets and everything, and me and my friend were wondering if we could join you, because, I mean, you just make us ordinary soldiers feel so inadequate.
Leave.
Oh, come on. Don't you have any leaflets or application forms we could take with us? If we could just get inside and get your autographs. We are huge fans.
Leave, or we will be forced to terminate you.
See? Even their vocabulary is stylish.
Oh, hey, Alex, sorry.
Okay.
Get up, quick! How dare you shoot at me? How's that thing?
Be careful with those
Eventually. Maybe just sort of namesake Fable. If you mean calling the video game Fable, I mean British game developer Fables, aka Tales. Fantasy. Makes sense. They normally involve animals, do they? But no, like I said, just from my understanding, Fables are just tales like King Arthur. That's a fable, right?
Let's get out of here. The docks are just round the corner.
And yeah, the sound design's pretty good. Again, it's not really something that I noticed, but
Come on. The way to the ship should be clear.
Trained by the best.
Maybe
You
you
rebel is firing at us.
how did I shoot myself? Unless you're telling me that Pipsqueak right at the back with a pistol shot me. Yeah, they were a tale with the normal animals as characters. That's the cynical definition of Fable, you believe? Okay. Obviously, I didn't know that it was an animal thing specifically. Given thought to the next game to knock out. Yes. Final Fantasy 2. Except I probably won't be doing Final Fantasy 2 in all fairness. Because 1, my PSP still hasn't turned up, not that I'm bothered. And 2, my dad's workmate has borrowed me Luigi's Mansion 3. So I don't want to be an arsehole and not play it for a long time until I do. So I'm probably going to do that instead. Just because, like I said, I don't want to keep it for longer than is needed. So I'll play that. And then you'll probably be able to hand it back to him next week. Then I'll do Final Fantasy 2. I know I keep putting that game off, but in this instance I need to.
But what about Paige?
She's staying behind. Someone needs to organize things here. Now, come on.
Well, it's not much. At least it floats. That's what counts. Or, you know, we
fun games. Oh, Final Fantasy 2. I mean, not so much. Not from what I'm aware of. Not so much. And then Luigi's Mansion. I mean, I've never beaten 1 and I've never played 2. Anyhow, PC or console? Console. On the good old Xbox 360. Which I can do this, I suppose. I'd show off the controller, but you can use 360 controllers on PC. No, it's a shame that I don't have the PC version. Well, to an extent. But I was never old enough to have a PC at the time. Do I ever think of giving the old school Fire Emblems a go? Yes, I really want to, but the problem is some of them are stupid expensive, like especially the one on GameCube. That game is like maybe £100 or £100. Which, don't get me wrong, I would still enjoy the game if it's a good game, it's just, I mean, £100? Well, it's a lot of money for one game.
Are you alright?
But I can definitely play one of the 3DS games because, I mean, they're really cheap. But if I do get a 3DS Fire Emblem, it will be Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. Because from what I'm aware of, Fire Emblem Fates Birthright is basically easy mode, and Conquest is traditional Fire Emblem mode with permadeath and stuff like that. So, if I do playing one of the 3DS games, I do also own Bollocks. There's a game on the DS that I own.
So this is what Aurora looks like then.
Advance Wars. I own Advance Wars as well on DS. I don't own the Game Boy ones.
Sounds like the
You just get ROMs for NES stuff. Well, like I say, I'm not a massive fan of emulation and stuff. I will do it if I have to, but I like to try and preserve my own little corner of collecting stuff, and my NES is over there as well. But I like to preserve my own little collection of games. I've got about 500 physical games just sitting in front of me. Yeah, you just meant like the classics, you mean, not the classics. Unless you mean the classics. But no, I know what you mean. Like I say, I do have an NES sitting over there. I do. So I guess if there is a Fire Emblem game on NES that isn't like £2 billion, I mean, if there is, I can look into it. But it didn't Fire Emblem start, I want to say, on SNES, right? You get that, just different feeling emulation versus playing on an S. No, it's the exact reason, for me personally, it's just being able to sit here, controller in hand, and, you know, or in the case of SNES, I mean, this isn't a SNES controller, but, again, SNES controller, it's all in your hands, it is. Rather than having like an Xbox controller or using a keyboard to menu stuff and whatever. Like, it just feels more natural and whatever to play on the console. And yeah, exactly. Pretty much a different level of authenticity. I will, however, say to a lot of people, I mean, I'm not bothered if people do it or not. I know a lot of people say the same thing, would say the same thing to me, of why buy a game when you can just emulate it and get it for free. Because emulation isn't perfect most of the time. Like, you can play one game that'll run flawlessly. You could play another that doesn't run at all on emulation. Buy it for console. Providing it's a good console-made game, it will always run. So that's my argument towards having physical stuff. But I understand that there are games like, say, Symphony of the Night, for an example. If you want the traditional PS1 copy, and you don't want to spend £250, then, you know, I mean, you can buy it digitally and stuff for £8, I believe, so it's not too much of a problem. But
Speaks to us still.
yeah, it's still a pain in the ass.
We know now.
Like you're always worried about the hardware failure. Yeah, I mean it's the same thing like my GameCube died out. I mean probably a good year ago. But yeah, so I haven't been able to go on my GameCube. Doesn't matter because I've got a Wii. The only problem is I do have a Game Boy player, which obviously plays Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games, which I do want to do because there are some damn good Game Boy Advance exclusives that haven't made its way to Nintendo's digital platform and potentially never will. Or, in the case of Link's Awakening on Switch, do I buy Link's Awakening on Switch for £50–55, or do I spend like £10 to £15 and get the Game Boy Advance version? You know? Like, because I have that option, I'm somewhat thankful and happy that I have all the consoles that I have, which makes it a very viable way for me to be able to look at certain games and go, now even if you put it in the simplest form, like, do you get Doom on Switch or do you get it on PS4? Well, Switch is £50, PS4 is a fiver.
Somewhat dumb.
You know, or obviously in the case of Link's Awakening, £50 on Switch, £20 physical Game Boy, and I can actually play it. I'd sooner get it cheaper and on original hardware. I'm not bothered. If it was the same price, I'd probably just get it on Switch just for convenience. But
Oh, what have you got there, boy?
I believe John crossing so much it got decimated, yeah. And yeah, exactly, long life out of the GameCube. I pretty much had one when it came out, I'm fairly certain. And that thing got played on a lot. I mean, it didn't get played on within the last few years of its life. But obviously when I was a kid growing up and whatever, obviously with a sister and a mum, more specifically than my father, who, you know, had, you know, Mario Party, Mario Kart, you know, and just party games and stuff like that, or co-op games in general that you could play. It got a lot of life in its early years, but after a while it pretty much just sat there and pretty much only I used it every now and then. But yeah, it's a shame. I mean, it still works, don't get me wrong. It's just I don't know even where to begin to fix it. Because some games run perfectly fine, some other games crash on the main menu, like you know when the GameCube does the G thing with the cube, it crashes on that boot screen. It does immediately. But I can play one game that works perfectly fine for an hour, plug in the game that then doesn't work, and then it works perfectly fine. So there's probably something wrong with either the game discs themselves, or it's the GameCube, and I know it's the GameCube. Because I remember sitting downstairs when I was playing it, I plugged in a game, pressed, obviously was playing it, and all I heard was this jarring popping sound. I did out of the GameCube. So something inside must have, and I don't even know where to begin to look for that. Like, I have opened it up because I mean there's no bloody warranty on the thing. I have opened it up and tried to have a look to see if there was anything out of the ordinary, like maybe if a cable's come unplugged, or if a cable's fried, or if a screw's come loose, you know, something, but I've opened that thing up and there's nothing wrong with it. At least nothing mechanical, it seems. So I would assume it's potentially the laser that's probably the thing that's popped slightly, and it has a bit of a problem reading discs every now and then. So, I mean, in all honesty, it is just much easier just to buy a new GameCube. It is. Because there is one on eBay. I mean, I'm going to open my mouth, but there is one on eBay at the minute that's only going for like £40, boxed with 3 games. I already own the games, so trading them in, I'll get like £20 anyway. So whatever I want to bid, I can add £20 on top, because the money I'll get back for trading them in anyway is just free money. So I'll see if I can try and win that, because I would like to do some Game Boy stuff. Sure, but they were usually used, so questionable. Yeah, pretty much. But I think it also, I mean, again, in the case of like eBay, I probably have an understanding for me in the back of my mind, like, if someone's selling, say, a console like that on eBay, fully boxed with everything that you need, and it all looks clean, like no scratches, or at least, you know, nothing major, you know, and, you know, like I say, boxed, and the box looks to be in pretty much perfect nick, you know, besides the corners. I would argue those kind of consoles are probably the ones that get taken care of well, yeah. They're the ones that usually are the ones that are looked after. And like I say, those are the ones that you want to go for, because unboxed is still fine, you know, if it comes with like original everything and it all looks, you know, brand spanking new, then, you know, they're fine. But yeah, I mean, mine just died out. Very much nothing to it. Well, no, I know, but sadly it's a bidding. If it wasn't a bidding, I would have bought it by now. But like I say, at the minute, I think it's only £40, which, getting a fully boxed console with the 3 games that it's bundled with, 2 controllers, so 1 extra controller, and a memory card, all of that, you're talking 100 quid easy, more than 100 quid. So, like I say, I can keep an eye on it. And like I say, at the minute it's only £40, but like I say, I'm keeping an eye on it, and it finishes tomorrow, I believe. And like I say, because the games that it comes bundled with, which is Mario Kart, I've already got Mario Kart, obviously. Sims Urbs in the City, which I would play, but again, I've already got. And then Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, again, I've already got. Obviously, Mario Kart and Sonic Adventure 2 I've had since they came out. I've had them for years. So those 2 I can trade in, like I said, I can trade them in for about £20 to £30. So if you think about it, even if I did, say, spend £100 on the bundle, I can still knock £20 off, so I'm essentially getting it for £80, which is still £20 cheaper than what a lot of other bundles are. So I've had all but the Sonic before. Net price £10, really. Nice. But yeah, so you know, knock off some money. Because it also comes with the special bundled edition of the Mario Kart game that comes bundled with the Legend of Zelda collection, I think it's called, which comes with Zelda 1, 2, and Oracle of Time. Oracle of Time, is it Oracle of Time? Yeah. And then I think Majora's Mask. It's supposed to be bundled with 4 or 5 Zelda games, which is a whole game in and of itself, but this copy comes with that bundled with it. Which in and of itself, again, is essentially a free game, which sells for like £20. So again, on top of that, you're minus £20. It's sort of, you know, you're pretty much knocking down a lot of money pretty quickly for what you're getting bundled. And it's like the other day, like I had to replace my PSP because it died. And I got, because it was still under warranty, I got my £90 back. One guy on eBay, pretty much looks brand spanking new. £35. So I'm already £65 up on a replacement PSP. I am. So I think I just got lucky. People aren't really looking for PSPs at the minute. They aren't. Oh, hello.
No, we have to get out of here. You hear me? We have to get out of here. As long as we have fire, we'll be all right. We'll have to keep walking, and we'll get out of here, and we'll be all right.
We are coming.
It's here!
We will devour your king.
Oh, you're a prick.
There will be no bodies. There
the only darkness. The children command it.
No, get me out of the fucking corner. Just because this is a pretty quick and easy way to get that achievement.
It knows you're not worthy of its toxin. Watch your skill. Did the blind seer not tell you about us? Did she not warn you?
Evoked.
It's gone. The bastard's dead and gone. Right, and we're getting out of here.
And then what is it? The Zelda collection. Oh no, it's the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. I think it's the promotional disc that you get. Oh no, the promotional disc comes with a demo of Wind Waker. But yeah, no, you get Legend of Zelda 2, Adventure of Link, Ocarina of Time, then Majora's Mask, bundled within that special edition copy, and that sells for £45. So, like I say, already right there, that is the price of the entirety of the console and the games before you've even paid for that. It is.
I'm sorry. I lost my head back there, I know. I've never liked dark caves.
Okay, don't. Yeah, so you know, that's... I mean, like I say, total it's about £65–70 for everything, without the console, which, like I say, in and of itself goes for 80 to 100. So you're already looking at a £200 bundle, buying the stuff separate, so... Yeah, exactly. Like £200 and at the minute it's 40, which is the price of just that Zelda collection, which I would like because the Majora's Mask on 3DS is terrible, and I'm not spending like £80 to get Majora's Mask on bloody Nintendo 64. So, again, another reason to try and get that bundle if possible.
Yes! It isn't far down!
Right, here I come then. 3, 2, 1.
Walter!
No, not Walter.
You let him die. You let us take him, but you're glad. Otherwise, you wish him pain. You wish him.
Me.
But you too wish for the Black Void. You tire of your travels, your burdens, the cries of the helpless, the cries of the
This is pretty hard. Yeah, this is pretty much what this entire game is all about. The rebellion's only the first half. I'm just listening, it sounds like you're a gunslinger in the Wild Wild West, yeah. If only I could have 2 pistols though.
We have waited centuries for you. You see now the future that awaits you. All those people you want to save. The people you want to control. They will shrivel as your friends. They will be food and children.
You never played this. You don't know at all what is going on. But basically, and this is all coming back to me now, even though I've only played this once 10 years ago. But the first half of the game is just you trying to lead a rebellion against your tyrannous brother, the king. And then you get this far, which is just before the halfway point, when this legendary evil of darkness is supposed to actually take over the kingdom. And I believe that's why your brother is the tyrannous king that he is. To try and prevent this from happening. But this is a fixed point in time, this must always happen. So yeah, but then pretty much once you become king, it's just then doing this. But I believe most of the kingly stuff is just make sure your kingdom's prospering, and then eventually it's defeat the crawler or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, the crawler.
They have bodies now. Bodies can tear you asunder. Feel the embrace shake. They bring you eternal the eyes are gone forever. What happens to this piece of flesh when
Oh, you're gonna do it again.
you are a fragile thing. You and your kind dissolve so easily. Accept it is so much easier than what is to come. You feed us, feed us.
There we go.
The Dark Guardian shall come and protect us. And all that is flesh and light shall die.
One more. There we go.
This land is ours. Darkness shall spread across the world.
See? That thing. It blinded me. I can't see.
It's okay, Walter. I'm here.
We have to get out. Quickly. It's still out there. We need to leave.
Don't worry, Walter.
You can hear it too, can't you? It is there. I'm not mad.
Don't worry, King Theoden. We'll get you out.
I can't see anything. Take me to the light, please. It's still out there. We need to leave. You can hear it too, can't you? It is there.
Alright.
I'm not mad.
Thought I've had one sexual encounter. That was with a condom on because I learned that my wife is a hussy.
Are we out? Did we get away?
Yes. We're safe now.
What can you see?
A desert.
I can feel the heat and the sand. But whatever that thing did to me, it's like it sucked all the light from inside me. I still can't see anything. Just don't let go.
I don't think you have eyes anymore.
Careful. There's steps up ahead.
All right. Okay.
This is why you don't have your player character move a lot faster than the AI up anything.
I'm not sure. I don't know how far I can go. Are there no signs of civilization?
There's something in the distance. It looks like an enormous statue.
How far?
It's going to take us a few hours.
No, stop. I can't do this.
Of course you can. Come on.
I'm too weak. You have to leave me.
Never.
Listen to me. I can't see. I can barely stand. I won't just slow you down. I'll get you killed. You have to go on without me.
No, you're coming with me, Walter.
I'm no use. You can't save me. I'm dead weight now.
Stop talking like that. We're going to make it through this.
Oh, well, will you listen to me? You have to leave me behind. That thing left you weak too. Don't you think I can tell? What you have to do is too important to risk for an old wreck like me.
Oh.
Listen, you have to go on without me.
I'm not leaving you behind, Walter. I can't do this without you.
Of course you can. You're the hero.
I won't leave you here.
You have to. I can't. I can't.
Walter.
It's all right. It's all going to be all right.
I'll come back for you. I promise. I'll get help.
You do me proud. I know you'll do me proud.
Walter.
It's not alright. It is alright. He only had his entire life sapped out of him from this weird magic darkness.
I can't see. I need help. Please.
No.
I'm blind. I can't see. Help me. You abandoned your friend to die. He's calling for you.
What's happening?
While the children spread out his heart to the sky. This world is ours. We will smother every light, every last breath, from every last mouth. Don't leave us. Don't leave us here forever and ever and ever. You try to run away, but you are made of sand. You are falling apart between our fingers.
I have to find out just how ready you are.
He would have done anything for you. Now he screams alone. He curses you. Not even in death will he forgive you. Your strength is ebbing. We can feel it.
Jade had been pinned down by the enemy until there was just me and 2 other men left. We retreated into a cave, but they never came after us. They just blew the entrance, sealed us in. We spent 3 days in that cave. No light, no food. Just 3 men waiting to die in the dark.
The light in your eyes offends us. Let it go out.
No, screw you.
Are you blind? Are you blind yet?
Yeah, maybe I am now.
There's nothing left. You're gone. All gone.
He's still alive. The other can't be far away.
Taking a nap in the sun? Typical royalty. You had me worried there for a while.
Walter!
Don't worry, we'll find him. You just sit tight, my friend.
I mean, we could tell you where he is.
Can you help them?
The young one will be fine. He is strong. We need to tend to the older one at once.
Hang in there, Walter.
You are awake. Good. My name is Kaelin, and you are in the city of Aurora. I have much to tell you.
Walter? How is he?
He is fortunate to be alive, but we have seen his condition before. We may be able to help him.
Is there another of my friends here? I thought I saw in the desert.
A devilishly handsome soldier by the name of Ben Finn?
Yep.
Not dead yet, my friend.
Please, come with me.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through. It's so good to see you. When I was fished out of the local port and Walter and you weren't there, well, I thought it was all over. Then I realized I was being an arse, and I worked my charms to get a search party out for you. Not that Kaelin here needed much persuading.
We are accustomed to misfortune. Now it is time you saw our city.
That's gonna Tomb Raider me.
Welcome to Aurora, the city of nightmares.
Oh, I wonder why people haven't been here before.
The being you fought in the desert caves, it appeared 5 years ago, bringing darkness and death. The few of us who still live have known nothing but fear since. We never know when it will come. And we cannot hope to defeat the creature and its spawn without an army. Even with someone like you by our side. Ben Finn speaks most highly of you. But you are not the first savior to come here. Please, walk down to our streets. See for yourself. Then we may talk more.
Go ahead. I've seen enough already. I'll check up on Walter.
Well, thanks, dog.
You are the one who survived the desert night.
Yes.
We have not had much fortune with outsiders. But as you can see, fortune deserted us long ago.
Ah.
You have come to a cursed land.
What are you doing here? Everybody else seems to be hiding.
I am honoring the dead. My wife and my child. And I stand here because I do not fear joining them.
I'm sorry.
You may read their memorials if you wish. There are many elsewhere. On statues, doorways.
Oh, my dog's already taken a
Wherever
nap.
a memory will allow itself to live on. My wife and my daughter. You were taken from me by that which dwells in darkness. And darkness is all that is left in my life. I am thankful only that you knew little of the horror that has taken over our city since then. Ray.
Now you know what we have suffered. But as I said before, you are not the first outsider to come here.
Who was the other?
His name was Logan, the King of Albion.
Seems your big brother's been keeping secrets. He used to go on expeditions all the time, remember? Until about 4 years ago.
He too faced the Crawler. He saw all his soldiers killed by the darkness and nearly died himself. But he survived thanks to our care. He left with a promise that he would return with an army and save us from the Crawler. We never saw him again. King Logan did not cause this, but he did nothing to stop it. Now I ask that you do what he would not. Ben Finn has told us of your quest, of your revolution. There are not many warriors left among us, but we have ships, and we are willing to fight beside you. Not be...
I promise.
Then let us go to war.
Okay, bold lady. Well, this is probably the last doorway to open.
You have survived a terrible ordeal. but you will be the stronger for it. With Kaelin and the Auroran people
My
on
wife.
your side, you are finally ready to face your brother. It is time for you and Walter to gather your allies and take Bowerstone Castle.
Blade spell, no thanks. Yep, there are chests in there. What I was expecting. Why I'm not spending anything. Hey, bye, Blazer. Yep. This isn't the end of the game, by the way. This is only the end of the first half, pretty much. Because then the second half is nothing, pretty much. It's just a lot of time advancing.
How is he? Is he gonna make it?
I do not know. The darkness is deep within him. Few ever wake.
But he's improving. I mean, you're doing your thing and he's getting better, right?
I do not wish to give you false hope.
Perhaps it would be better if we allowed him to rest.
Don't worry, he's a tough old nut. He'll pull through.
Walter?
Oh,
Yep, the darkness.
you're not burying me just yet.
See? I told ya.
False hope is fine. Yeah, depends.
Be your ugly mug.
I'm sorry I left you, Walter.
You did all you could.
But, personally,
And don't think I don't know it.
I'm still more on the fence of being told the outcome, or only the things you know.
We didn't exactly.
They know full well,
And I feel about 100 years old.
because of everything that's been going on with them in the darkness and whatever, if he will survive or not. So her saying what she said makes sense, rather than saying, of course he will, I'm just going to work my thing. Then imagine if he died. There's no point telling people everything will be fine and everything will be perfect, because there's no point. Also have to build expectations, then destroy them. Yeah, pretty much. If you want to do it that way.
Alright, I've got it. I take a small group of soldiers down this route and blow up the west barracks. It will draw their attention and open up the main route.
How's that better than my idea?
We will live longer than a few seconds.
Oh, well, now you're just picking holes.
Give it up, boy. What I want to know is what my men need to do.
That's for the future king to decide.
Paige knows the city best. We'll follow her plan.
Fine. I only put mine forward to annoy her anyway.
I see you've really matured on your travels. If you'll look at the map, we can go through the details.
My ships will take you to the beach here.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke and the fire.
Okay, so Ben Kingsley.
If Paige takes the west...
So subverting expectations. This isn't Star Wars sequel trilogy.
Less chance of getting lost.
Then we're agreed.
Are you
Fuck
sure you're
you.
up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin.
No, it's not okay.
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that mortar.
We've already lost.
Oh, rip.
How about you blow up this one? To take the castle down.
Oh, nice shot. There we go.
We can't get past those gates. This battle is already over.
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now.
Stuff.
Buddy.
Take the fight into the city! This is more like it. Recognize Walter. Let's make you stop asking. Let's go.
As long as they don't destroy my house and my wife. I will stop using my gun once I get my bloody achievement. Oh, rip building.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had? Sabine, you almost blew us up. You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move.
Oh, bloody hell.
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? Fire! Heads down,
There we go.
Damn it, soldier! Ignore your injuries! We have a moment's rest.
You wouldn't want to get bored, would you?
Come on. Come on, thank you. Fucking hell.
That's what you get for defying. Good work, soldier. Hit him again.
Good shot! Keep that up!
army, they really know how to make you feel welcome.
There's no way we're getting past that.
Breaking and entering followed by flank.
Really? You blocked that? Block that, motherfucker.
Come on, Paige, where are you? Paige! Oh, about bloody time!
Oh, right in his pee-pee.
But I couldn't leave you out here alone.
One of our boys! That deserves a round of applause. Elite soldiers, my arse. Have that!
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates.
What we need are explosives. But I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Yep, there he is.
Ha ha! Did you see that border? Let the whole city bow to our thunder.
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
To the castle.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
Hello.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You finally become the man I always wanted you to be.
He's a lot more than that, and now he's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my brother deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
Yeah, because of the darkness. And no, not Jackie Estacado either.
he is. The King of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth.
Put the chicken suit on, I wish.
Your Majesty is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two
Was
to
that
get
cake?
better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
Oh, there's an
The
achievement.
trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful king is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments.
Judge Logan, former King of Albion, set tax policy, talk to Reaver and Bowerstone Industrial. Consider proposal to rebuild the Bowerstone Old Quarter.
I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your...
Well, except so that's the main half of this game done.
Very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
The promise you made to Kaelin is now on the wall with the others.
Oh, gift.
I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned king at last. You're dressed as a chicken. What are you planning to do dressed as a chicken? That is an excellent combination.
I'm the King of Chickens. I have no idea what the actual achievement is, but... Is it to sit on the throne? This is where you spoiler the great big spoiler and then it will spoiler. Coronation chicken. Perform a royal judgment while dressed as a chicken. There we go. All of the suit including the headpiece. All of the suit including the headpiece, okay. I just thought I'd put the crown on because that might.
Welcome to the sanctuary. I trust you have fine.
Bakar.
Stand to attention for the King of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer. Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, brother.
I will pardon you. For two reasons. One, it's the good boy thing to do, and two, I need you.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The king has made his decision. Logan's life will be spared.
And also because it's Michael Fassbender.
I know you will never.
And his massive cock.
You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
Whoa. Coronation chicken. Just in case anyone doesn't know, I believe that's a curry. Don't quote me on that.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle.
Yeah, it is a curry.
You have become a hero,
Thank
a
you.
leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are king. You can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable.
Change
year
that
from
suit
now,
your
the
suit for the
darkness will
statue.
fall upon Albion. All you can do
Nah, why?
and hope to
Unless that's another achievement, but what's wrong with the chicken suit?
is up to you. Two paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Ah, hello. I stand in awe of your grace.
There we go. Oh, I can't even travel there at this time. Nice. Oh yeah, because I just do that, don't I? Yeah, I knew these would be 100. Well, I mean, I go for melee level 5, right? Yep, 1 year to save the world. But that's not 1 year in-game time. Because the quests are stated 365 days to go, 339 days to go, the Desert Star, 294 days to go, Crime and Punishment, 252 days to go, Stolen Statue, 121 days to go, 1 day to go, and do the ends justify the means. 300 for magic, you're gonna be shitting me. Oh no, it's 300, but it'll be much cheaper to buy this at 300 than it would be to buy everything on the way up. Because that's 100 minimum, then it's 200 for everything else, which would be, what, 80, 60, 40, and maybe 20? So what would that be? That'd be 200. No, it'd be the same fucking same anyway. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do here. I just need to come back when I get 100 to get ranged. Because every other upgrade is pointless. The only other two that I want is the pie making upgrade and the blacksmith upgrade. Just in case if one of those make more money than the loot, but loot's easy to do.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first.
So I believe
we need to prepare. If we can't
to do the things you need to do in this, you need to amass your own money to spend on stuff. Or kind of screw people over in the process.
We'll need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
I'll do the loot stuff.
I'll leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me, Your Majesty. Oh, how I have looked forward to this moment. This is it, Albion's royal treasury, the store of the kingdom's total wealth.
I have 400,000 gold.
It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold, a topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2, maintain Logan's policies. Not a popular move with the people, but moderately popular with the treasury. And 3, and don't let my enthusiasm influence you in any way, raise the taxes even further.
No, lower it.
Many will suffer.
That means all of my money will be gone. Which is fine. I can amass money. I can grind shit out.
Noble? Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets. And we are bankrupt. You will need to be more ruthless if you wish to save the kingdom, Your Majesty.
Nope.
There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough. Though I must say, such charity is unheard of. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's...
Yeah, which is to see what's his fucking name. Reaver.
Reaver has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Reaver can, I assure you.
Yeah, but at what cost?
That your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
I didn't want to do that. Days left until the attack. Treasury. I need 6.5 million. And projected civilian casualties. So it's 1 gold for every civilian, I'd assume. 6.5. I could easily grind that out in the loot minigame. Fucking easily. It would take me about half an hour, but I could easily amass that money. Okay, XW. Obviously, thank you for coming along. Appreciate it as always. I will probably be playing this tomorrow still. But I'll probably have it finished tomorrow.
Don't tempt...
But, have a good day. Oh, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whichever it is for you.
The King of Albion graces us with his radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now, here I am, to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor.
I know I did.
Remember
I'm sticking to it.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way
I got no message.
we're going to climb
Thanks.
out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known as a pauper monarch, then by all means.
Open school.
The factory will become a school.
Thank you.
I'm guessing that's another 200,000 on the 6.5 million.
Lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
Oh no, I'm in debt.
Welcome to Reaver Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
Good guy, midget. I'm in debt. 2 times 2 equals question mark. Oh no. Teacher's an idiot.
Welcome to...
Here. In here.
The sanctuary. Any other business to attend to? Ah, hello.
I want you to have this.
Try out a new melee weapon today.
This is for you. That's just the sort of thing I like.
Hey, doggy, play dead. And never mind the playing.
No, they're not gargoyles, they're gnomes.
Please, my sweet, please. I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you.
Oh, I've heard that before. And the first few times you disappointed me. Your clumsiness was sort of adorable in its way, but it's got a bit tired, hasn't it?
My darling, please don't. I'm sorry. Please, let's not argue. It's so awful.
Awfully boring, you mean? Perhaps if you ever won, it would be more interesting.
When I married my wife, she was all sweetness and smiles. And now she's all bitterness and bite. She bullies me. She berates me. It's horrible. She's horrible. You'll do it. Oh, this is the
Was I mute
first
the entire time for that?
time
God damn it.
in years. She's inside. You can start there.
What is it now? Don't tell me you want to talk about things. Oh, sorry. I thought you were my husband. Don't know how I could have confused someone like you for someone like him. So, what can I do for you? There's my hair. Boy. Hello.
Da, 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 da. Here we go. Oh. Wow, you are good. Yes.
I thought.
Oh, please. Hey!
Well, handsome. You're quite a bit of fun, aren't you? Much more diverting than that husband of mine. Do you know he spends all his time reading or gardening? So dull. I can't remember the last time he did something nice for me, like buy me jewelry. I adore jewelry, by the way.
Okay, fine. I'll say thank you for my life. I do appreciate it. And if you're around later, since I'm on for another 2.5 hours. That was interesting. Well, you know. If I cheat on my wife for some hussy.
Look at that. Oh, it is beautiful. Thank you. I love it. You look...
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, you are good. Yes. Woo.
Hello. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been lovely spending time with you. And it was exciting at first, flirting in my husband's house. But aren't you bored? We should go somewhere nice. How about Brighthall Bridge?
All right, darling, if you like. I was wondering if I... Bit clingy, aren't you? All right then, if you must.
Greetings, my lord. I hope you like it.
Tax has gone down, doesn't it?
Hello, your majesty.
I love the view here. And you don't ruin it with a lot of talk. You just... Oh, stand there and look handsome. Wow. You've done that before, I should think. That, or you have amazing instincts. I have to tell you. I've been with William so long, I forgot how incredible it can feel to be with someone exciting. I want more. What do you say? We make a go of this. I'll leave William, and you and I can be together. Of course, if we're going to get married, you'll need to get me a ring. I do have some sense of tradition.
Well, time to be a bigot.
that you own a second house, you can move your family into it if you like.
Eventually. Oh, I kicked them out. And they can have it back. All of this just for some bloody upgrade points. Oh, time to get married again.
You've got a ring, you've got a house. You're gonna be very hard to resist, aren't you? Go ahead and ask, and let's see how strong my resistance is.
Will you marry me?
Yeah, yeah. Now I just have to divorce William. Oh, I wish I'd met you 5 years ago. Would have spared myself a lot of crushing boredom.
Thank you. Cool.
I've got news for you, William. You're not going to like it, and let me tell you, that breaks my heart. Truly. I've decided we're not right for each other. More specifically, you're not right for me. So, here are the divorce papers. You may consider yourself an ex-husband.
Veronica, I don't know what to say other than thank you. Thank you for doing just what I knew you would.
What? You planned this all along?
Sorry to say. I'll file these with the city clerk first thing tomorrow morning, and then we are officially history. Thanks again.
Well, my enterprising love, aren't you a piece of work? You make a deal with a husband to split up his marriage and leave his wife penniless? Rather underhanded, I would say. I wonder, just how despicable are you willing to be? Because if I think this through logically, if he never makes it to that office, the divorce never happens, and then instead of marrying a hot-blooded divorcee, you'd be landing yourself a very wealthy widow.
What? You can't mean you'd kill me?
Well, technically, he'd kill you. I'm sorry, William, but it is a lot of money. You haven't left me much of a choice.
Don't listen to her. You can just walk away. This doesn't concern you anymore.
Money for the kingdom. No. I mean, I would have still married her, to be honest. But no, I mean, I would have still married her, to be honest.
You're not really going to divorce your true love, are you?
You're unbelievable. You just tried to have me killed, and now you're trying to worm your way back into my heart.
I was confused. This whole awful affair has reminded me how much I really love you. Let's just tear up those papers and start again. And as long as we're tearing, maybe we should have at least clothes as well.
No. Wait a minute. I'm not falling for that. It's over. Get out of my house.
Oh, all right, fine. You're a disappointment, William. I wanted to make it work, but if you don't want to try, I'll leave. And I'm taking my jewelry with me.
Fine. And good riddance.
Oh, and they just despawn. Nice. How many points do I have? 44. I need another 16. Because I can make up, like I say, 6.5 million pretty quickly. It's just I want to know which of the 3 minigames gives me the most amount of money.
You there! I hear you know how to use those weapons of yours. Well, I've got someone for you to use them on. He robbed me, he did. Took almost 1,000 gold.
Please take this. Get drunk with our great fire waters.
He seems particularly cheerful today, I think. That appears to be all of the gifts.
I mean, I guess I can just look it up, right? Yeah, level 5 gives you 3,600. Pie making makes you 3,360. And blacksmith makes you 3,240. Loot playing is the best anyway. It would take me 2,000 goes to get the money required. No. It would take me 3,000 goes to get me the money required to do it. At level 10. And constant level 10. But pie making, I believe, just allows you to make the pie straight away, right? No, it doesn't. Yeah, no. It's still... You still have to get to level 10, so... Loot hero is the only thing that I can do. And because it's the only thing that I can do, I might cheat the system and earn the money straight away. I won't do it now, of course. Because that will be a lot of me sitting here interacting with shit that doesn't matter. Now this is the level where I need to do it 3,000 times. Just to get the money required. Unless if there's a more advantageous way of doing this. Which I already know what that way is. Buy every building, advance the game like 10 years. And then rake in the money that way, that would be much easier. I'd still have to do this though, to gain the required money to even do that. I mean, to be honest, I'm already at 100,000. Well, I guess I'll find out right now what the best way is to make money. Oh. I was right. Step 2. Buy property. Over the long haul, property is by far the best way to earn money in Fable 3. The cash flow is slow at first, but by the end of the game you can be earning well over 100,000 gold every 5 minutes, which makes affording the end of the game rather simple. Which, I knew it was going to be that, but I didn't think you'd get that much money. The only thing is though, if you have to fully you know, redecorate them, that's going to be a bit of a problem. No. Safer estimate would come into the 9 million range. Yep, step 2, buy property.
Whenever anything gets me down, I just remind myself, look how low taxes are. I do love having a leader who's righteous. Take it over psychotic anyway. Woohoo! Hello there, Your Majesty. I hope you're well. Hello, Your Majesty.
Hello.
Yep, pretty much nothing that I can do at this point, it's just buy shit.
Ah, hello.
Oh, but you can buy them from this. Okay. Also, that's going to rake in a lot more money quicker. There's always that 1,315 and 1,600. Those automatically buy these tiny little stalls, which give you no money at all. That's pretty much the only thing that I can do. Is I will stop playing this game now, and over the course of the next couple of days, probably tomorrow to be honest, but over the course of the next couple of days, I'll 109,000. I'll go city by city and calculate how much it costs to buy everything in each area, and then rake up the money through the minigame, buy the entire place out to gain a crap ton of money every 5 minutes, which will then obviously help towards buying out other places. But I think if I do the market first, that will inherit me a lot of money pretty quickly. Then I can look at like Silver Pines, which would be pretty cheap. Mist Peak, the Dweller Camp, the Mercenary Camp, like these will all be pretty cheap. But then obviously Bowerstone Industrial will be pretty expensive, and the Old Quarter will be kind of expensive, but if I focus on them and unlock whatever that is in this, and then pretty much just buy out all of them and just leave the game running so I can earn all that money. So then over the course of the couple of days whilst I'm not playing this, I can accumulate that money, 9 mil, is a lot of money, and then come back to this. That's the plan. I'll pause obviously this here for now, and then come back when I have the amount of money needed. But until then, ta-ta YouTube. I'll see you in part 3 of this. Keep safe. Ta-ta, see you in the next part.